Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first down throw for Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10.
Set. Blue landed.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And now due to apparent time constraint. We fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now it's Wilson on the move to his left. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing is Wilson, being chased out left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but...
And look at this, another fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36. 46-yard line. It's a big play there. 43 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down.
Orlando, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A first down screen pass, good for 5. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2nd down, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Oh, the spit. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will have a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson in the final minute. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. Throwing now is Wilson. Out to his left. It got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Now let's go.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Smith catches left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds. Big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But it isn't.
And it's a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? They wanted to do, getting the ball downfield and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And spins away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. To throw is Wilson. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. The Eagles send out their... And look at this. It's a fake. We'll come back here right after this. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Trey Wayne's the... Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 23 yards on the play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. But maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites making their way out for their first offensive possession. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that? Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your
coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. This is brought in at the 21. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His second read wasn't there, but he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Wilson. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. They will find Winslow on the left side complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Mayfield wants to throw. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. A very solid gain of 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
But it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Mayfield. It's brought in left side by Tate. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first, and this will be a touchdown. Golden Tate, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elite's just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Eagles send out their punter now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Now let's go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Rosas is good. First, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the offense getting set, first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. again, Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Wilson being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Randall Cobb from 13 yards out. And the Madden elites draw a bit closer. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and 1 there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Steps away to his left. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Russell Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Time for a break. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Mayfield, and he will score. It's a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Madden elites draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go with Chubb on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And they will spike it with time remaining. And now they'll at least have a shot at a field goal here that could get them to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blessings me.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bellin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. Then she give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring it. Don't want no. They pull up with that. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstar.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL.
And the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck. He run with it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big chunk on the ground there, 27.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by... Deion Sanders. give. This is Chubb. Able to spin free. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. They go play action here on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play action. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
3rd and long, dare we say 3rd and a mile. Pass rushers in sprinter stances, they know they've got a chance to get after him on this play. And somehow he finds a way past them, gets away, and takes off and picks up a 1st down. Can you believe it? Wow.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Move, 45. Move, 45.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's brought in by Adam Humphrey. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Set. Move, 45. Move, 45.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the end.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jerry Rice, 29. Yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Now Fitzpatrick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fitzpatrick to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Hey, move 45. Move 45.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. So, hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your... Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than the... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Taken at about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Eagles defense. They worked their way back onto the field. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. A gain of 32 that time. Goff on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Curse in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Goff now to throw. That is caught. at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Again, Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A run for Nick Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you.
On.
So it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took a dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like. When you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Then, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Now Wilson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They'll give it to him up the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Parkey adds the extra point, and that will get them one closer. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Arnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Point premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because